back to the Red Booth Show. I'm here with actor Hal Ozsan, and he was just telling us a story about when he...
No, this is the most Hollywood story ever.
We've got to hear this story. I mean,
I don't know.
This is a legit situation here. You get a sex scene on a new show,
Yeah.
Jessica Jones, on Netflix, and you're like, I got to hit the gym.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so basically I juiced for a week, locked myself in an apartment in New York, didn't leave, and was a total hermit till, it was brutal.
You just did like juiced like veggies.
Juice, yeah, it's terrible, it's unhealthy, it's not the way to live.
Really? I've
Yep.
heard it's very good for you though, like raw
Is it?
vegetables and...
Is it? Is 500 calories a day good for you?
Well, okay.
Yeah, it was terrible. I looked grey and, but I got in shape. It was
Wow.
fucking fantastic.
Nice, so you had the
Can we
six-pack.
swear on this show?
Yeah, well, we'll just bleep it out. It's no big deal.
So if I said like, fuck, shit, pussy,
Right.
asshole,
Yeah.
well, that's all going to be beeps now.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm going to just do that again.
Just go for it.
Fuck, shit, ass, cock. Balls. Maybe balls won't
Balls
get
will
beep.
probably make it.
Hey!
Okay, so you got this great part, and you started working on Jessica Jones.
Yeah, so then Jessica Jones, and that was a lot of fun. And now it's on TV. That's the short end of that
but
story.
I have to ask you, though, now, you're doing a sex scene on a TV show. There's all this camera crew. I mean,
Yeah.
there's probably like 30 people there, right?
Yeah.
Isn't this, what is that like as an actor having to deal with that kind of a situation?
You'd think that it would either be really hot or really uncomfortable, but the truth is neither of those things. It's totally technical. Number one, you have to go into those situations being absolutely respectful, right? So there's a lot of conversations about, hey, what are you comfortable with? How, is there any part of your body you don't want me to touch or whatever?
Yeah.
And I always use Jack Nicholson's little line that he always used before a sex scene, which is, I'm sorry if I do, I'm sorry if I don't.
That's a good one.
Gotta hedge your bets on that one. So then, and plus you've been working with someone for a period of time, so you're buddies, right? So there's not really that sort of sexual undertone happening.
Right.
And then the rest of it's really technical, like, am I sucking it in enough? How does my tricep look? It's
Right.
all utterly superficial and in no way hot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very good to know, actually, because I've heard so many different comments about this industry and the idea of one of those types of scenes being so like, oh, it's basically like you're cheating, like because you're really doing this stuff with this person. It's a real kiss. And I'm like, I don't really think it's like that. It's really not like that for the people on set.
It's not.
Yeah.
And, you're more concerned about whether it looks truthful or feels truthful.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Like the
all
camera
acting,
angle and where it's coming down and how does your emotion come through.
all of that.
Right.
All of that, and you want to sell a story. Like, I mean, what you're doing when you're making any kind of art is trying to create an emotional impact on your audience, right? So if me and you are in that moment convinced we're in love and we're making out passionately because we have to, they'll believe it. So it's all about generating that, right? The last thing you're thinking is like, am I going to be able to bang this person in the trailer afterwards,
Right.
Yeah.
I totally am glad you shared that with everybody because...
Although there was
it's
this
a
one
good
time. That we'll save that story for another time.
Have you ever had to kiss someone on camera that you really hated?
Yes.
Oh, is that so hard to do?
I'm wondering how much of this story I should share.
Just don't say who it is.
Well, I don't know if I can share the story without giving away who it is. So we're gonna skip that. But I will say there was the most uncomfortable, and I can't even call it a sexual experience, but the most uncomfortable, intimate moment I've ever shared with someone was in a sex scene. And still have nightmares. Yeah.
Oh no.
Still wake up with the shakes over that one. It happens.
Well, you did your duty.
I did.
You did.
I did.
You did.
Muscle
exciting.
through it. Correct.
Okay, so, I have to ask Hal because he's like the heartthrob guy, obviously. So, these are the things.
Thank you for saying that.
You're welcome.
I grew up the chubby little fat, foreign kid. I was always picked last for soccer. Yeah. I was the little fat kid. It's really nice to hear that. Thank you.
Aw.
Yeah.
Definitely not the case anymore.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Well, you have got to be so happy about this because now you have a movie coming out too.
I do.
Okay.
Made a fantastic movie with one of my best friends, John Hyman, who's a award-winning playwright and Sundance filmmaker. Made a wonderful little story about heartbreak called The Passing Parade. which is about to make the festival rounds. And we shot it entirely in black and white. I think the last time I came here, I told you about a movie we shot entirely in French. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Got the pretentious film thing happening.
You like to do those fun, like, totally odd types of movies, which is great because that's what we need. We need that kind of stuff going on.
Yeah.
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 And didn't you write, like, some awesome kick-ass, like, sci-fi / adventure film that got picked up, something like that?
I love all those adjectives.
Okay.
You can repeat them if you want.
Okay.
Fantastic. What was the other one?
Kick-ass, sci-fi / adventure.
True.
You wrote this movie. Now, so he's
did.
not just a pretty face.
Aw.
He actually writes movies and produces, which is
do.
really exciting.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah.
So I'm a writer, and I'd written a script that sort of made the rounds and, you know, was getting a lot of meetings from it. So you go to these meetings, then you have to pitch new ideas to the people you have meetings with, right?
Oh.
0 people were interested in any of my ideas, right? So I'm going from meeting to meeting to meeting, and not selling any ideas. And then my manager goes to me, "What are you pitching these people?" And I'm like, "Oh, I had this great idea about a movie that takes place in David Bowie's mind." And they're like, "Wait, stop. Pitch them something they've already seen, but slightly different. For example, Alien, Jaws in space, right? That's an idea everyone can understand." So I'm like, "All right, okay, great." So I go to this meeting, and I'm sitting in a room. The guy goes, "You know, got any ideas?" And I'd just seen Spartacus on TV the night before, and I go, "Spartacus in the future." Right off the top of my head. He's like, "Best idea I've ever heard, let's do it." So then I was stuck having to try and write Spartacus in the future, which took me a year and a half. Yeah. But yeah, it turned out really well, and I sold it.
That's how it came about.
Yeah.
That's quite amazing.
Seat in my pants, Kim.
I love it.
Seat in my pants.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that got sold, and a very talented director called Olivier Megaton, who did the Taken movies, is directing it. And,
Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
That's amazing.
Super exciting.
I love the Taken series.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really kick-ass, like I said before, right?
It's dudes. This dude movie for dudes. Being dudes.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Yeah, with a little bit of sort of sci-fi weirdness thrown in for good measure.
In the future.
In the future.
Amazing.
Dudes kicking the shit out of each other in space. Yeah, it's great.
It's awesome.
What's not to love?
Well, I think that's fantastic because I remember back in the day, I mean, you were doing your acting thing and your music and other things like that too. But you wanted to write movies and make movies.
I did, yeah.
And now it's happened.
That's right. Well, it was kind of like that time you wanted to have a TV show. And literally, build it and they will come. You bought a red booth, and then here we are. That simple. Just a little bit of magic.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. I'm real proud of you.
Thanks. Me too.
Super proud of this girl.
Me too. I'm proud of you. Okay.
And always just looking fabulous. Can't even handle it. Making me feel like a complete schlub in my sweater and just rolling out of bed with a hangover.
Oh, stop. No,
Yeah,
come on.
cheers to you.
Tell me more.
To the red booth.
Just kidding.
Cheers.
Well, on that note, we have to take a break.
Let's do it.
We'll be right back with actor Hal Ozsan. Thank you for watching our interview. You can continue to watch the next segment by clicking here. And don't forget to like our videos and subscribe to The Red Booth Show.